out there before. Didn't realise suddenly I've got 5 people in the room. How's it going, people? This is Three Lions Wrestling. For those of you in the group chat, you would have seen the match card. Thanks, Blazed. Thank you. Right, we're going to start off with a tag team match. As you can see here, we've got the Coven, the Vermilion Coven versus the Dreamcatchers. That's our first round match. Then we're going to go into a forward debut match, which is going to have Ace, Toad, Dino and Sin. Then we're going to have a champion of the Cruiserweights versus the #1 contender in a non-title match, which is Lightning Martinez versus Charlie Austin. We're going to have a second tag team match, which is the Deadlift Divas versus Team Bad for the qualification of winning the belts tonight. Then we're going to have a debut team of Rule the World versus the Cold Blooded Killers. Thanks, Bad TNA. We'll get around to sorting that out. We're going to have a women's match of Pixel versus Live. Then we're going to finish the women's tag team division with a ladder match. The winner of the first match versus the winner of the second match climbs that ladder, grabs that belts, it's all theirs. Then the King of the North title is going to be decided in a 6-man elimination chamber. And we're going to finish the show off with the #1 contendership match for the heavyweight title, which is going to be Brettick versus Brandon Ace. As we've seen, there was slight changes to tonight's show thanks to the fact that Pretty Boy Deuce had been attacked in the hotel this week by some mystery assailants. But anyway, let's get this underway. So we're going to kick this off with the first match of the night, which is the Vermilion Coven versus the Dreamcatchers. How's it going, Brandon Ace? Got yourself a main event for tonight, qualification against Brettick. So here we have the Vermilion Coven on your left and the Dreamcatchers on your right. Predictions in the chat if you can. Looks like everyone seems to be going live at the same time. Because I've just had a notification that Tyler Black's gone live as well. So, Blazed Radio, Tyler Black and myself. Busy night. Right, and here we go. And as always, we're coming at you live from London, England, home of Three Lions Wrestling. Making their way down to the ring first, accompanied by Victor. We have Leanne Marabella and Rafe. Victor, relatively new to UKWF, brought along these two women. Soon made an impact in UKWF by slitting his hand and making Brettick drink the blood. to which since then he's not been the same. We've seen him attack Pretty Boy Deuce out the back before his match. And now he leads these two women down to the ring to get it on with the Dream Catchers at a chance of capturing gold tonight. And there we have it. Victor leading Rafe and Leanne down to the ring. High chance he is going to get involved, Ace. High chance indeed. And now making their way down to the ring are the Dream Catchers. And that is your Enchanted Raven and Maggie May. So do the Dream Catchers have what it takes to beat the Vermilion Coven? Or are these two women here just too much? Let's find out. Maggie May caught by Rafe straight away and thrown over that top rope to the outside. And that's right, you know it. My cheap ass mats, which is just virtually concrete painted, is very unforgiving. Rafe running along and giving a stiff kick to the lower spine there. Now stomping away at the chest. Followed up with a forearm smash to the head. Up on that steel ramp now. Misses with a punch. Maggie May tries to come at Rafe, but she gets belly to back suplex there. Rafe signaling the end already. Rubbing her face all over that metal grate of a ramp. Rafe now unloading headbutts on the head of Maggie May. Referee's count still going on. Rafe now running back to the ring. And out she gets to break the count. No cheap victory here for the Vermilion Coven. They want to inflict damage. The lockup. Tosses her into the air, dropping her on the ramp. But Maggie May now fighting back, sweeping the leg and a stiff kick to the spine. Picks her up. Lufez press, unloading right hands down on the head of Rafe. Stiff kick to the spine, referee's count still going. Stomp to the elbow. Maggie May now having a turn at unleashing a vicious offense. Both women now looking to get back in the ring. Maggie May throws Rafe in. And she looks to bring in Raven. And there's the tag. Tag's made. Raven now the legal woman in this match and comes along with a soccer kick to the ribs. Ducks under, but Rafe comes flying back at her with a clothesline, taking her down to the mat. Looks now to make it to her corner and tag in Leanne. Leanne now in the ring. Forearm to the face, heavy right hand. Half Nelson suplex there. You're invisible. Leanne now snapmare takedown. Just watching as Raven is sat there, motionless. Eats a heavy right hand to the face. Butterfly suplex there. Big knee to the side of the head from Raven. And there he is. Victor's in the chat. Super kick from Leanne to the face of Raven, dropping her to the mat. She's now trying to crawl to her corner, but Leanne cuts her off with a stomp to the back of the head. There we see half Nelson suplex, but Raven counters, landing on her feet, catches the leg and kicks to the hamstring. Leanne trying to make it to Rafe, but Raven cuts her off, scoops her up and delivers a backdrop. Bit of the hot tag made to Rafe now. Rafe back in the ring, comes in with a basement drop kicks to the knee, a chop to the chest, heavy right hand to the head. Rafe on the offense, but Raven counters with the fireman's carry takedown. Rafe now, snapmare takedown by Raven, drop kick to the back of the skull. Raven waits for her to get to her feet. Backslide into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and the dream catches with a shock victory there. Leanne missing to break up the count, and the dream catchers have got the victory with relatively very little damage caused to them, and Victor can't be happy about that, watching these women lose so easily in this match. Raven with that backslide, and there you see Leanne missing, breaking up the count, and your dream catchers picking up the victory, advancing to the ladder match for the titles. Maggie May and Raven looking quite fresh still, even though they took a bit of damage on the ramp on the outside there. Maggie May not looking too bad for it. But there we have it, the first match is done. So, time for the 4 Wood debutees match. And there you see Victor Mason sending a message to the dream catchers. Telling them they're not safe from their coven. But here we go. We're going to give debuts to these 4 men here. First man coming out is Ace, followed by, let's see, TJU22, aka the Toad. And why he's 96, he's obviously not amended his stats. And we're going to go with Daniel Dino. Which attire? 1, 2, 1. That's what I prefer. Dino, and the last man to enter this match will be the King of Voodoo himself. Lord Raider's in the house. But here we go, the 4 Wood debut match. New men entering the arena for the first time here. And now with 2 men's titles, excluding the Cruiserweight, we'll see where they debut here and see what title they end up going for after that. But going from left to right, we have Dino, Ace, TJU22, aka the Toad, and the final man is Sin. This is the 4 Wood table match. No, it's not, because I screwed that up. Ace calling for Pixel and Jew22 to be a couple. we are going to see Pixel in action tonight. Maybe if Jew22 has a good debut, she'll let him accompany down to the ring with him. I screwed this up, so we're going to skip this. We're going to come all the way out. Come on. I messed up. I didn't pick up the custom match. That's why I'm coming all the way out of this. So, where are we? Custom matches. Free LW. That's it, here we go. Try that again, shall we? There we go, that's more like it. The forward, which is an elimination tables match. Last man standing wins. I don't know, it could be a double DP. I'm sure DP wouldn't mind a forward, just as long as he doesn't cross. Would. But here we go, we're going to get this match started now. And making his way down to the arena. Fighting from Manchester, England. Coming in at 6'1", 275 pounds. He goes by the name of Ace. Ace there, selfie stick in hand. Always got a confident swagger. Well, you've got to be pretty confident to come out in a glittery robe like that, let's face it. So, Ace in the ring now. We'll just leave him with his selfie stick, ignoring virtually the entire crowd there, just concentrating on himself in his phone. There we go. Got him to get it put down now, so now maybe he'll concentrate on the match at hand. There he is. And we're going to bring out his first opponent in this match, who goes by the name of Daniel Dino. Daniel Dino is 6 feet 7 inches tall, and he weighs in at 330 pounds. Came here via the USA. Assessing the crowd here at Three Lions Wrestling. Looking pretty confident in this match so far. Ace now getting out of the ring, leaving Dino to absorb the crowd. Looking like he's feeling pretty confident here. How's it going, Ed? Thank you for coming. Just welcoming Daniel Dino into the ring for the forward challenge. That's right, forward. So we have Daniel Dino and Ace in the ring at the moment. And we're bringing out TG22, aka the Toad. Number Toad stands at 6 feet and 5 inches tall. He weighs a cool 275 pounds. And he comes via Sacramento, California, USA. All 4 of these men in this match making their debut here in Three Lions Wrestling. Who's going to make the perfect start to their career within 3LW and go all the way? TG going all out there with a bit of pyro to welcome himself to the company. And we've gone dark. Somebody put some money in the... Oh shit! Welcome to the ring, Sin. The resident voodoo chief himself. Sin is 6 feet 1 inches tall, 270 pounds, and he comes all the way from Haiti. Son of a... Going all out in his entrance there. So we have Sin, Ace, TG22 aka the Toad, and Daniel Dino. Last man standing wins. 3 of these men are going to get some wood. And Ace tossed straight to the outside there by the Toad, and Sin waiting for Dino to get to his feet, misses with the axe handle, but catches him with a straight right hand there. Elbow to the back of the head. Toad fighting with Ace on the outside. Pull back there from Sin and drops him. Sin now whips Dino into the ropes. Catches him with the elbow. Ace scoops TG up. TG slips through. Kick to the back of the leg. Arm drag takedown by Ace though. Ace tosses TG back into the ring. Arm breaker there from Sin. TJ for the win, calls Victor Mason. Ace tossed into the ring by TJ. Headbutt from Dino to Sin. Dino looking to grab the table. Raining down the table on the back of Sin. TJ and Sin working together now. Chops across the chest. Bail toss across the ring there from Sin. TJ now left in the ring with Sin. Elbow strike. Sin has him up. Drops him down. Ace now, table in hand, takes out Sin with a table strike. Takes out TJ. Now Daniel Dino in the ring. Looks to surprise Ace from behind. Ace, elbow strike, counters. Daniel Dino gets him whipped into the corner. What's Ace got in mind here? Sits him up. Super kick to the head, through the legs. Ace going to the outside. TJ thrown out by Sin. Dino slowly climbing back to his feet. The knee of TJ bounced off the concrete floor there. May look like I have mats, but I'm cheap. It's just sprayed concrete. Ace now, table in hand, setting it up in the corner. TJ, backbreaker to Sin. Dino in trouble in the ring. Ace whips him into the corner, sets him up on that table. Dino counters, throws Ace into the corner himself. Big chop across the chest there by Dino to Ace. TJ thrown into the ring, catches the table. Dino now, table in hand. Sin going under the ring to grab the table of his own. Ace and TJ now getting to their feet. Sin with the uppercut. Misses with the kick though. TJ whips him into the corner. Hollering clear the crowd. Comes running in with a clothesline to the back of the head. Dino, heavy Irish whip into the corner on Ace. But TJ comes in with a kick to the gut and whips him into the corner himself. Both of these men fighting to get at Dino. Ace whips him in, drop kick to the back. TJ comes in with a little kick to the head of Ace. Picks up a table now, looks to set it up in the corner. Sin gets a hold of TJ, whips him into the table. Is this the end of TJ in this match? Big chop across the chest there, drops to the floor. Inverted Russian leg sweep there from Ace to TJ. TJ rolls out of the ring for the safety. Ace whipped into the corner. In with the shoulder thrust came Sin. Dino now whipped into the corner as well. Looks like he's about to get some wood. There it is. Dino's out of the match. With that buckle bomb into the corner there, sending him through the table. Now Sin setting up a second table in the ring. Who is going to be next to go out of this match? Who's going to be next to get some wood? Sin looking to set up TJ, but TJ fighting free with the elbow strikes to the midsection. Ace now gets caught by Sin, throws him over his shoulder. TJ, fireman's carry takedown. There goes Dino to the back. Better luck next time, fella. TJ caught with the elbow to the midsection. Too slow in acting there on Sin, but Sin gets caught straight away by Ace, who looks to set him up on the table, but no, Sin fights back with elbow strikes of his own to the midsection yet again. Elbow drop across the chest there, a Sin by TJ, who grabs a hold of Ace. Looks to set him up on the table, but no, Ace fighting back again with elbow strikes to the midsection. Neither of these men able to get anything going. Are we about to see TJ though go for a ride through a table? Fireman's carry hold through the table, and we're left with Sin versus Ace. Snake eyes there from Ace to Sin. Out comes a steel chair and across the back. Misses with a second strike, but catches him square in the head with a third. Ace now just standing over the body of Sin. Sin slowly trying to get to his feet. Ace chair still in hand. Eats a kick to the midsection, gets tossed out the ring. Sin slowly drops to the floor. kick to the midsection. Looks like he's about to set him up for a power bomb onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring there. Ace counted. What a leg drop there from Ace to show off. Thrown into the ring now. Sin soon quick to follow. Whips Ace into the corner. No good without a table in the ring. Whips him across the room again. Misses with a body strike. Ace comes in with a knee to the back of the leg. Neck breaker there. Running elbow drop. Elbow strike from Ace, countered back again by Sin, who gets tossed out of the ring to the floor, and Ace calling on the fans to get behind him. Stomp to the back, picks him up, tosses him back into the ring. We need some wood though, and there it is, the answer that we're all looking for. Sin now picked up to his feet, blocks, delivers a forearm of his own. Table goes sliding out of the ring. DDT, spiking the head of Sin into the mat. Table in hand. Ace brings it back into the ring, but Sin getting up to his feet, but caught by Ace. Backdrop and a kip up there from Ace. Table, is it going to get set up in the corner? No. Turns around, but Sin catches him. Table in hand now. Back and forth between these two, and Ace catches him with a table shot and another. No, misses. Sin managing to roll out the way. Table in hand now. Ace kick to the legs. Running senton. Table in hand, but eats a right hand from Sin. Quick shot from Sin, drops Ace to the floor. Misses. But wait a minute, Sin's been busted open. Elbow strike there from Ace, busting open the head of Sin. Catches the leg, looks to set him up for a power bomb. Table in hand now, Sin. Sin looking to finish this now. Is he going to get that table set up in the corner? Ace back across the ring. Table set up in the corner. Ace in trouble now. Misses with the right hand, elbow strike. Whipped into the corner is Sin. Kick out. Bounced off the table as Ace now. Sets him up for the buckle bomb, and there's your winner, our King of Voodoo, Sin. Ace the final man to get the wood. There you see TJ eating a hefty chop across the chest. TJ getting thrown through a table. The power bomb onto the apron. And the winner of this match is Sin. The King of Voodoo picks up the victory on his debut here in 3LW. Right then, Time for some cruiserweight action. Indeed, what a match. What a way to make your debut here in 3LW. All four men can be proud of themselves. Question is though, what title are all four of those men going to fight for? None of them are cruiserweight, so this title here means nothing to them. But we're going to have the champ and the number one contender go one-on-one. Number one contender being Charlie Austin, and our current champion being Lightning Martinez. Sorry fella, but this 205 here at 3LW, that's what they class a cruiserweight. But Brandon Ace, you are currently in the fight for number one contendership of the heavyweight title. You are going one-on-one with a Vermilion Coven's own Brettic. There we see Charlie Austin, who at the moment is leading the rankings in the cruiserweight division. There's not a lot in it, but this man here is currently sitting at number one position. And he's going against that man there, Lightning Martinez, who won the belt in the ladder match in the opening show. So as you see, London, England, home to Three Lions Wrestling. And coming down to the ring first. This is a non-title match, and he is at 5 feet 11 inches tall. Comes in bang on the nose of the 205 limit, and he fights out of Glasgow, Scotland. Shadow boxing in the corner. He's not your high flying kind of cruiserweight. He likes to mix it up. A little bit of boxing, a little bit of old school wrestling. As you can see, scarred up body and face from the battles he's been in. No forgetting here. I'm giving the number one contender a chance at Lightning Martinez. There you see it, the cruiserweight title belt around his waist. Lightning Martinez stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall, 205 pounds on the nose, and he fights out of Mexico City. Looking to bring lucha style to the Three Lions Wrestling. Crowd seem pretty pleased to see him here in the ring. Charlie Austin pacing. Lightning Martinez on a bounce, and here we go. Lock up in the ring. Russian leg sweep straight away there from Charlie Austin. Austin now looks to bring Martinez up to his knees, but Martinez fights back with a strike to the midsection. Comes rolling through with a power bomb there. Drop kick to the back of the head. Stomp to the lower back. Up to the mid rope already. And he's about to fly with a Phoenix splash there. Misses with the kick though. Charlie Austin quickly gets a hold of him. Side suplex. Now attacking the arm, stomping at the head. Now Charlie Austin, unusual for him, going up top. Comes flying in with the elbow drop, but misses. Martinez quickly getting out of the way there. Headlock, knee to the head there from Austin. More like his usual style now. Martinez counters though. Standing moonsault. And again. Grabs him by the wrist. Monkey toss there from Lightning Martinez. Up on the shoulders. Aeroplane spin. Into the cutter there. Thanks very much, Ace. Power bomb from Martinez. Hooks the leg into the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out on 2. Austin staying in this match early on. To the outside now. Martinez calling for him to get to his feet. Springboard drop kick there to the chest. Misses with a chop. Austin rolling out of the way there. Looks to shoot the legs but misses. And again Martinez has him up in the fireman's carry, but Austin slips through and delivers a neck breaker. Picks him up. Scoop slam there. Austin going to work again on that shoulder with the elbow strikes. Now the stomp. Attacking the arm now with another stomp. Picks Martinez up to his feet. Kick to the midsection. European uppercut. Jawbreaker. And a stunner there from Martinez. Austin slips through, kick to the back of the leg, elbow strike to the head, drops to the floor though. Charlie Austin could use some conditioning work. Heavy right hand there from Martinez, going up top, flying through the air now. Springboard, tope. Power bomb there from Martinez. Hooks the leg in for the pin. 1, 2. And there you have it. The champ picks up the victory over the number 1 contender, Charlie Austin. How's it going, Nightmare? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, brother. Charlie Austin needs to go back to the drawing board here though. Looks like he needs a bit of conditioning work because he gassed out pretty early on. Could be a lightning strike instead, Brandon Ace. But there you have it. Your current Cruiserweight champion picking up the victory over the number 1 contender. Thanks very much. But now we move on to our second women's tag team match to decide who goes through to the final to fight for the belt. Let's see. There we go. It was already on, wasn't it? Yep. Okay, there we go, and they are going against Tiff Sky and Susie the Elf, aka how's it going, King Joker? Thanks for stopping by. You've got a match after this one here. Your tag team Rule the World versus the Cold Blooded Killers. But in this match here, we see the Deadlift Divas versus Team Bad. The winner of this match will go on to a ladder match later on to fight for the belts. As we already saw the Vermilion Coven and the Dream Catchers fight earlier on in the show. But let's see what we can get here. Is this going to be another quick match, saving energy for the final? Or are these two teams going to go all out? Victor Mason and the Coven watching from the rafters, licking their wounds from earlier on when the Dream Catchers took them out quite quickly as well. Leanne ruling her mistake and missing the breaking up of the pin. But come on, let's get this match underway. Deadlift Divas, Aisha Raymond and Jacqueline versus Team Bad, Tiff Queen Sky versus Susie the Elf. And here they come. Aisha Raymond on the left, Jacqueline on the right. The Deadlift Divas. Taking a slow walk down to the ring here. Looking two badass bitches on their way down. I almost feel sorry for Team Bad. These two women can outlive quite a few men in the locker room. But there we have the Deadlift Divas in the ring. Now all we need is their opponents. You better hope Reddick brings you redemption. That #1 contenders match at the main event was supposed to be a triple threat, and out to the ring first, not coming out together, is Team Bad. This is Queen Tiffany Sky. Not short on confidence, this woman here. Rocking it down to the ring on her own. Not waiting for a tag team partner to go against. Daniel Dino, your match was, let me see, 2 matches ago. You missed your debut in the 4-Wood Challenge. Go back and check it out if you did miss it. Thanks for stopping by either way, Daniel Dino, but if you want to check out your match, like I said, it was 2 matches ago. You were the second match of the night. Out comes Susie the Elf, making up the second half of Team Bad. Susie the Elf took on the champion last week, and we saw her pick up a victory. Is she going to continue that luck into this tag team match here? Is she going to get herself into the final? Thank you, Evie. You pimp slap that like button all you like. And if you haven't, hit the ding ding as well. There we see Aisha Raymond and Tiff Sky going to kick off this match. Tiff locking up, has Aisha Raymond in a headlock, delivers the elbow strike and a heavy right hand. Dumping Aisha Raymond on her neck. Comes running in with a basement drop kick to the side of the head as well. Staying on top of the big woman here. Crucifix takedown. Stomp to the small of the back. Oh no, Evie. You weren't playing with someone's ding ding in public, were you? Aisha Raymond catches her. Hangs her up on that turnbuckle. Looking to choke her out, but Tiff Sky fighting to get back to her feet. Sweeps her leg from underneath her, dropping Aisha Raymond on her face. This little woman might not have size, but she's got heart as she takes Aisha Raymond towards her corner, but gets caught with the elbow strikes to the midsection. Jawbreaker from Queen Sky. Gets caught with a fireman's carry takedown though. Picked up to her feet. Whipped into the corner of the Deadlift Divas. Not a good corner to be in. Sits her up on that top turnbuckle. Jacqueline lifts Aisha up onto her shoulders. Delivers a powerbomb suplex all in one go. Aisha Raymond feeling just as much of it as Tiff Sky did there. Fireman's carry takedown though by Queen Sky. Picks Jacqueline up to her feet. Super kick there to the jaw. Tags in Susie the Elf. Susie the Elf versus Jacqueline now. All these women looking to stay fresh. Spinning neck breaker there from Susie the Elf to Jacqueline. Up on the shoulders now. Backpack stunner. Susie the Elf staying on top of Jacqueline here. Picks her up. And a face buster. Drop kick from Susie the Elf. Jacqueline looking to make it to a corner, but Susie cuts her off on her way there. Kick to the face there by Susie. Gets back up to her feet. Knee to the midsection. Heavy right hand. Shin breaker there from Susie the Elf. Now choking the life out of Jacqueline. Hi Lissima. Thanks for stopping by. We have a women's tag team match here to fight on to go for the title belt, and a soccer punt there to the chest, to the ribs there of Susie the Elf. Susie fights back with a forearm smash to the face, whips her into the corner of Team Bad, throws her out of the ring. Tiff Sky stays out of the way. Tornado DDT delivered to Aisha Ray on the concrete floor there. It may look like we have mats, but I'm too cheap. We just paint the concrete here. Aisha fighting back. Heavy forearm smash there to the head of Susie the Elf. Tosses her into the apron. Into the steel stairs there. Are we going to see a count out victory here? Elbow drop there. Aisha Raymond gets back into the ring, and the Deadlift Divas pick up a count-out victory over Team Bad. Cheap and cheerful. TJ, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. You've unfortunately missed your match. It was the second match of the night. We are into our second tag team elimination for the title, and there you see the Deadlift Divas picking up the victory and moving on into the ladder match for the belts. Like I said, TJ, if you want to scroll back, you were the second match of the night. The first match was pretty quick. King Joker, you are now coming up. Your debut match with your tag team partner. TJ, you're in the 4-wood challenge for the debut. 2-on-2. We're going to go normal. Just a straight up tag team match here to debut the new team of Rule the World versus the Cold-Blooded Killers. So we're looking for King Feck, King Joker, going against Drago, Vibora, and of course led out by Cobra. So the newly formed team of Rule the World, aka King Joker and King Feck, versus the Cold-Blooded Killers, which go by Drago, Vibora, and led down to the ring by Cobra. The sadistic bitch that she is. So, predictions in the chat if you don't mind. Who do you think's going to take this victory? Is it going to be the new team of the Rule the World, or is it going to be the Cold-Blooded Killers? We're halfway through our show as well already, just coming in under the hour mark. Match is coming thick and fast. Not only are we going to see tag team champions in our women's division, we're going to see the King of the North belt go on the show tonight. 6 men battle it out to win that belt. And not only that, we see a #1 contendership match in the That match should have been a triple threat, but unfortunately Pretty Boy Deuce was taken out at the hotel, checking in. And we have been advised by the doctors he is not fit to fight. And there you see King Joker and King Feck as they make their way down to the ring. Rule the World coming at a combined weight of 480 pounds. The Joker and Feck await their opponents, who are led out by this woman right here, the sadistic bitch that is Cobra. Has these two men tightly on a leash. Unfortunately at the moment they're not having much luck in our tag team division, currently sitting bottom of the rankings. So the RTW have a way of getting up on the ladder, starting at the bottom and climbing their way up. Drago on the left, Vibora on the right. And as I've already said, the bitch at the back goes by the name of Cobra. Wherever she is, these two men aren't far behind. The cold-blooded killers weigh in at a combined weight of 525 pounds. So not a great deal of weight difference between these two teams. Doesn't look like there's a great deal of size difference between the two men either. It's all going to be down to which team's going to pick up the victory though. There's King Feck, there's Drago starting this match off for their teams. Bell rings, here we go. Straight in with a Hurricane Rana is Drago. I thought we were about to see a power bomb there from Feck. Drago picks him up, scooped. Slams him down to the mat there. Thanks Chaos. How's it going Blaze? Thanks for stopping by. Fisherman suplex there. Drago waiting for him to get up. Mark Caliber, thanks for stopping by. Running in Seguri there to the back of the head of Feck. The little man not getting much momentum in this match so far. Drago calling for him to get to his feet. Springboard. Forearm there. Thanks very much. There we see the sunset flip powerbomb there from Drago. Picks King Joker up to his feet. Arm drag takedown there by Joker. Comes running in with a big boot and misses. Step up in Seguri for Drago. There you see Cobra on the outside clapping her man on. Shooting star press there from Drago. Stands up. And a Hurricane Rana to the King Joker. Brings him down to the mat. Misses with a chop. Joker rolls out of the way and comes in and clubs down the little man with that big right hand. Bear hug. Drago fights his way out. Chop across the chest. Sets him up on the ropes. Tosses him to the outside. Oh, he's going to see the little man fly. There he goes, right through the ropes, taking down King Joker. Stiff kick to the small of the spine, drop kick to the back of the head, and a stomp on the back just to make things worthwhile. Joker back up to his feet, big knee to the head, stomping away on the little man, and an elbow drop to the small of the back. Joker now bouncing him off that announce table. And again bouncing the head off that table. Scoops him up on the shoulders. Hot shot on the table now as well. The announcer's table getting much more use out of these two guys than it does those WWE jerk-offs at the side. King Joker now. What's he up to? He's exposed that top turnbuckle. What's he got in mind here? Whips him into the corner of Rule the World. Holds him up for Feck, who comes in with a double axe handle to the elbow. Backdrop there. Drago looking to climb over to his partner but gets caught by Feck. Eats an elbow strike and a fireman's carry takedown from Little Feck. Big right hand. Full Nelson suplex there. Drago cut off from his partner yet again, and a stomp to the elbow. Northern Lights suplex there. Stomp to the back of the head. Feck now telling the man to get up to his feet. Unresponsive is Drago, so he picks him up, whips him into that exposed turnbuckle. Drago looks to get in the big man Vibora, and in he comes. Feck versus Vibora, and he gets taken straight out there. Misses the second time though. Feck. Neck breaker. Cobra walking around on the outside here. Pacing. Is she worried about her men here? Basement DDT there from Little Feck. Looks to make Vibora submit. Yank him back on that neck. Vibora fights out with the knee strikes to the head though. Spinning heel kick. Misses with the spinning strike there. Double-handed choke. Feck counters with the arm drag takedown though. Forearm across the back. Vibora now brings him over to the ropes. Looks for the clothesline, but Feck tosses him to the outside over his shoulders, and away he goes, landing on the concrete on the outside. Feck with the chop gets taken down now by that clothesline. Referee's count still going on. Vibora thrown back into the ring though. We've got blood now. Feck busted open there. Vibora sits him up on the top turnbuckle, grabs him by the throat. Super choke slam there from Vibora, and there you see Cobra, the sadistic bitch, clapping on. Feck fights out the corner, misses with the step up in Seguri. Kick to the midsection though. Vibora fights back. Has him up. Side slam there. Wrenching back on that neck is Vibora, but Feck slips through, takes the legs from underneath him, picks him up to his feet, big right hand. Vibora though whips him into the corner of the cold-blooded killers. Drago takes him down, stomp to the back of the head. Drags him to the centre of the ring. Rubs his boot across the forehead. That already bleeding forehead of Feck. Feck though whips him into the corner. Vibora fights his way out, whips him back across the ring. Drago distracting the referee. Tags in his little man. In comes the big boot across the head into the sidewalk slam. Drago down for the pin, hooks the leg. Vibora looks to cut off King Joker, but he's too slow. Joker in, breaking up the count. Vibora now has Joker in his sights. Senton from Drago. Helps out his partner. And the referee seems to lost control of this match here. All four men in the ring. Drago just watching as Feck lays on the floor bleeding out. Feck now up to his knees. Drago watches on, forearm across the back. Cobra clapping on the outside, neck breaker there from Drago. Going up. Slowly climbing to that top turnbuckle. Calling for Feck to get to his feet. Dragon Rana there into the pin. And Joker in with a basement dropkick to break it up before the referee can even count one. Shooting star press there. Feck whipped into the corner yet again of the cold-blooded killers. And now we're going to see them stomp a hole in the chest of King Feck. Look at him go. Feck now helpless in the corner. Here comes the big man with the drop kick to the chest. Cobra on the outside clapping on. Down for the pin. Joker in to break it up yet again before the 1 count. Joker comes in, breaks up whatever Vibora had in store for Feck. Feck now, rake of the eyes. Vibora counters. Feck drops down holding his back. I think we've got an injury here. Feck in trouble. Needs to get out of this match. He's holding his back in a bad way. And Vibora continues the attack on the lower back of Feck. Brings him up to his knees. Sets him up on the ropes. And Feck somehow manages to toss the big man out to the floor. Slides back into the ring. Step up enziguri there from Feck. Cobra now distracting Feck. Pump handle, no. King Feck counters there with a cross body. Stomp to the midsection. Dragging Vibora into the centre of the ring. Stomp to the arm. Cobra looked like she felt that on the outside. Vibora now whipped into the corner. Fights his way out with a big boot though. Feck slips through, delivers a... misses the clothesline. Knee to the back of the neck there of Feck. And now we're going to see Vibora work over that lower back yet again. Feck now having that neck of his cranked right round. Cobra clapping as that man unleash hell on the little man. He needs to get out of this match. He's a bleeding mess. But I think Vibora is signalling in the end here. Backslide there into the pin. 1, 2. And Feck still managing to kick out on 2. Vibora looking angry now. Goes after the leg of Feck. Picks him up. Whips him into the turnbuckle chest first. Sets him up on that turnbuckle, but Feck fights his way out. Basement DDT there from Feck to Vibora. Is Feck going to tag himself out? No, for some reason he stays in this match, not tagging himself. Lower back. Feck now looking to work over the legs of Vibora. Vibora fights free though with a boot to the face. Picks him up. Whips him into that exposed turnbuckle yet again. Backfiring on King Joker now. He's exposing that turnbuckle and yet again he's bounced off it. Drago on the apron looking a little bit worse for wear as well. King Joker still looking pretty fresh. And one more time, King Feck bounced off that exposed turnbuckle. Whipped across the ring. You did indeed, TJ. You did very good in that match. All 4 men, I think, had a good showing in their first match here in 3LW. And like I said, being it's your debut, you've got a decision to make. Which title belt are you going after? Feck now managing to fight back. Has Vibora hung over that lower rope there. Coming in with a drop kick. Hooks the leg for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out just before the 3 count there from Vibora.
How on earth Feck is still managing to go and hasn't tagged himself out of this match yet, I don't know. Yes, which title belt are you going for? You can't go for the Cruiserweight belt, obviously, but we have 2 belts available now in the heavyweight bracket. One of them is on the line tonight. Tiff Sky, how's it going? You've missed your match. You were the match before this one here. If you want to go back, check it out, feel free. You were up against the Deadlift Divas in the tag team elimination to go through to the ladder match for the belts later on. Feck now getting revenge, whipping Vibora into that exposed turnbuckle. Vibora foot underneath the lower rope there. Drago still looking worse for wear on the outside here. Big right hand, kick to the leg, kick to the midsection. Feck fighting back. Gets him into the corner of Rule the World. Comes in with a running European uppercut. Hot tag there from Vibora to Drago, but no, Feck stays in. Eats a single leg. Standing shooting stars press. Anyway, TJ, sorry, I'll get back to what I was saying. Michinoku driver there from Drago. And again, I'll get back to what I was saying. Powerbomb from Feck. Sorry, but every time I go to say something, something big happens in the match. And now it's the turn of Rule the World to stomp a hole in the chest of Drago. Anyway, while this is going on, TJ, for your weight class, there is 2 current belts. There is the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship, which is the main belt of 3LW. And then there is the King of the North Belt, which is going to be up on the lines later tonight in a 6-man elimination chamber. And only a 2 count there. Joker now eats an arm breaker there from Drago. Gets scooped up and a fall away slam there. Sorry, that's not. Anyway. You got to win this match first, King Joker. And with a move like that, is that it? 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Cobra now distracting the referee after she tossed in the steel chair. Drago has it in hand and unleashes a shot across the chest of King Joker. Referee now pulling away the chair from Drago. Obviously didn't see the first initial shot. To the apron now is Drago, calling for Joker to get to his feet. Springboard, phenomenal forearm. In that case, TJ, you can go for the King of the North belt itself. Kick to the midsection, sunset flip. Power bomb there from Drago on King Joker. Cobra on the outside, still happy with what she's seeing. And in comes little King Feck. Misses with the basement drop kick. And again Drago swatting it to one side. In comes Vibora. Whips him into his partner Drago. Bounces off the rope. Big boot to the side of the head. And there it is, the sidewalk slam. Down for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And the cold-blooded Killers pick up the victory over Rule the World. Not a good start for Rule the World, losing to the lowest ranked team in the tag team division. But that's just the way it goes. I'm sure they'll bounce back from this. Both of these men put up one hell of a fight. And the tag team division is on notice now. I don't have your brother Nightmare. And there we see the cold-blooded Killers
with Cobra stood behind them, looking rather pleased with herself. Don't worry TJ, you don't get an automatic shot anyway. We work our way through a ranking system here. Now I know which belt you're going for. You can work your way through the ranks there. How's it going, Blade Charge? Blade, you are in a match later tonight for the King of the North. Where am I from, Mark Caliber? I am from the United Kingdom. Hence, Three Lions Wrestling, based out of London, England. Our next match is a singles match. And what did you think, Tiff? How did you think your woman did in her match? I know it was a cheap victory. And we are going to see. Now TJ, after your impressive showing, Pixel took notice. God damn it, Frozen. A garlic fart. I'm glad you're not in this commentator's booth with me. You're out there in the crowd. Are you anywhere near TJ by any chance? Victor Mason is safe in the rafters away from the garlic fart. Because we all know the vampires don't like the garlic. And here we go. We're going to see Pixel accompanied down to the ring by the Toad, TJ. And they're going against Liv, or I'm not sure how to say her name, to be honest. I thought TJ might be happy with this. By the by the chode. Well, she might grab him by the chode and lead him down to the ring. Nice, Tiff, nice. Whereabouts in England is she from? Do you know? I'm sure he is, Brandon. I'm sure he is. I'm sure if she offered him a hug, he wouldn't turn her down. But there you see it. London, England. Three Lion Wrestling's home. And here we have Pixel. Pixel, our resident gamer girl, comes in at 5 feet 5 inches tall. Weighs in at 132 pounds, and she says she comes from the 5th dimension. She's being led out to the ring by TJ the Toad. T-O-A-D, Toad. My accent might sound like chode, but it certainly wasn't. I may need to get an updated Frozen Rage. I hear there's one going around. But there we have Pixel.
This entrance may take some time, so get yourself a drink, something to eat. You could be waiting just a little bit of time here. Regular health screening is offered here in Three Lions Wrestling, but we're yet to find a nurse who's willing to touch Frozen Ray's Todger. And here she comes, 5 feet 1 inches tall, 125 pounds. She claims to be from your nightmares. She goes by the name of Live, or Leave. Like I said, make yourself comfy because her entrance ain't finished yet. Pixel's still staying in the ring, dancing away there in her own little world. TJ's just hoping to get in that world with her. And here we go, down to the referee, ring that bell. And they lock up. Whipped into the corner is Pixel. Slips through, delivers a forearm across the back. Drop kick to the back of the head. Pixel picks her up to her knees. Looks for the basement DDT, but eats her knee to the midsection instead. Big headbutt, still holding on to that hair. 3 headbutts in total, drops her to the floor. Right in front of the Toad is Live, going up to the top rope. Pixel laid out, slowly getting to her feet. Live flies through the air, lands on the shoulders of Pixel, and she catches her and tosses her into the top turnbuckle. Drayton, I know Drayton. Not near me, but I know it. Forearms there from Pixel, unleashing a heavy combination, sending Liv into the corner, but she fights her way out now. Tornado DDT there from Liv to Pixel, driving her head into the mat, and a scream of joy there from Live. Inverted Russian leg sweep there. Kick to the midsection. Now a stomp. And a soccer ball kick to the ribs there. Looks for the Bulldog but gets caught there. Pixel now has her up, but Live slips through. Looking for the shin breaker. And she crawls up the body of Pixel. Rains down some headbutts on the head of Pixel. Sweeps the leg underneath her and drops her on her back. Drags her to the centre of the ring, hooks the leg for the pin. 1, 2, no, just a 1 count there. Pixel kicking out on 1. Live thinks she did enough. Shocked that Pixel kicked out so early. Whips her into the corner. Follows up. Pixel fights her way out. Back and forth these women go. Elbow strike to the face. Pixel fights her way free. Eats a kick to the midsection. No. Sets her up for a... No, she wasn't going for the buckle bomb. She turns around, drops her on her face on that turnbuckle pad. Now to the floor. Rubbing her foot across the face of Pixel. Using her face to clean off her boots. Look at TJ on there, feeling sorry for Pixel, looking a little bit concerned. Counter there from Live. There she goes again, sweeping that leg from underneath Pixel. Bouncing the back of the head off that mat. Suplex there. Whipped into the corner yet again. Sat up on that top turnbuckle. It's normally called the Rampage. 1, 2, and a kick out just before the 3 count. Not impressed with the referee as Live, thinking it was a slow count there. TJ just dusting himself off on the outside. Don't think Pixel's going to be too impressed with his amount of effort he's putting in here. Pixel now trying to get this crowd behind her. Double axe handle chops there, taking her down. Shoulder thrust into the corner, and here she comes yet again. Hip attack in the corner. Live comes flying out. Pixel whips her in yet again. The exploder suplex into the corner. Pixel, instead of going for the pin, showing off to the crowd here. Stomp to the knee. And a leg drop across the knee joint. Stomp to the midsection. Pixel now locking the arm. Scoops her up, but Live slips through and delivers a neck breaker. Stomp to the hand there. Looking to make Pixel submit now, knee into the lower back, folding her up. TJ has to look away, concerned. But Pixel fights her way free, with double fit into the midsection. Fireman's carry takedown from Pixel. Lets her get to her knees. Grabs her by the back of the neck, snapmare takedown. Head scissors now. But Live slips free quite easily. Jawbreaker. Sets her up for a power bomb. Folds her up into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out on 2. But Pixel keeps a hold and puts her into the Boston Crab. Not tapping out is Live. She grabs her leg, pulls herself free. But is she only delaying the inevitable? Speak your words out, Will. Puts her in the corner. Looks to the forearm for the lower back, but Live breaks free with the elbow strike. Fisherman suplex there. Bouncing the head off the mat yet again. Pixel counters, forearm across the back. Looks for the basement DDT, but Live counters with a knee strike to the midsection. Whips her across the ring in front of Toad. Is she going to add an insult to injury here? Sits her up on that top turnbuckle. Heavy right hand. And I think Pixel's about to land on my concrete floors. Watch as she bounces, and now she convulses. Live back to her feet though. Elbow drop across the throat. Picks it up. The crowd's shouting, "This is awesome." Don't think Pixel's feeling too awesome now after her back landed on the floor like that. Live eating an elbow shot to the midsection. Pixel fighting her way free. Tosses her into that guardrail. Live fights back. Kick to the cunt. I mean, yeah, fuck it, I said it. Russian leg sweep onto the concrete floor. Whipped into the ring now is Pixel. Live quickly follows. Yes, Blaze, I said it. Folding her up now is live. And there she goes. Is Pixel going to tap out? Is she going to quit? Toad looking concerned on the outside. Pixel fight. Oh no, Live just releases the hold. Down for the pin though. 1, 2. No, she kicks out just before the 3 count. Live's starting to get pissed off with this ref. I think she's going to drop him as well. Head scissors. But Pixel slips free. Looking for the neck breaker. Up to the feet now, both the women. Pixel yet again turning to the crowd instead of focusing on the women on the floor. Live crawled into the ropes trying to get back to her feet. Pixel comes in with a stomp. Suplex there from Pixel, letting Live now get to her feet. The Gigabyte. 1, 2, and 3, and Pixel picks up the victory there. I thought she was out of this match, but Pixel with the Gigabyte puts Live away.
There you see the exploder suplex into the corner. Maybe TJ was the luck that Pixel needed, watching over her. There we see the power bomb, which turned into a Boston Crab. And your winner is Pixel. TJ looking quite happy on the outside. Pixel stepping over Live to celebrate with the crowd. Or did she give Live a kick to drop her out of the ring? Unfortunately the cameras didn't see it. But there we have the winner, Pixel. But now we're going to crown ourselves some tag team women's champions. Yes she is, Brandon, yes she is. Although it looks like she might be a little bit more over than Bailey is at times. Victor Mason eyeing up yet another woman to add to his harem. Ladder tag. Very true, Brandon. They don't. I thought we were going to get a proper heel turn from Bailey, but no, they just won't. They won't pull the trigger on that one. I was even quite surprised that they went with Nia Jax taking the belt, although they're now throwing her in against forgotten her name, Ronda Rousey. There we go. But anyway, Enchanted Raven and Maggie May. So we have the Deadlift Divas versus the Enchanted the Dream Catchers. Sorry, not the Enchanted Dream Catchers. Raven on the mind there, look. And there we have the Women's Tag Team Championship. And let's get this match underway. Both of these teams have already gone through one match tonight. Deadlift Divas picking up a cheap count-out victory over Team Bad. And the Dreamcatchers picking up a victory over the Vermilion Coven.
Quite possibly, Brandon, quite possibly. No problem, Victor Mason, aka the man with too many names to count. Yeah, but even in Japan they still favour certain ones over others, obviously, but that's because they get the big crowds in. But anyway, time to crown some women's tag team champions. Coming down to the ring, Aisha Raymond and Jacqueline, the Dead Lift Divas. Hello Raven, thanks for joining us. You've made it just in time. You're going for the belt here, but you've got to get through these two women here. No count out victories here for them though, not this match. Climbing that ladder and grabbing those belts is the only way to get these belts. I haven't, no Brandon, it's not one I've come across, although there is several companies all across the UK. There we have Aisha Raymond with her sunglasses on inside. Oh yeah, I've heard of quite a few. But here we have the dream catchers made up of the Enchanted, Raven and Maggie. Million Coven earlier on. Yes. Yes, Will Ospreay, the Essex boy. That is. And obviously Marty Skell comes from Cambridge, not far from myself. Paige herself came from Norwich, which is only a few miles down the road. But there it is, this is what this match is all about, the women's tag team. TJ going for the dream catchers for the win. Raven coming straight in, unloading on Aisha Raymond. Jacqueline going to get the ladder straight away. Backbreaker, now the stretch there over the knee of Raven. I'm sure quite a few people want to get over Raven's knee. Welcome Raven. Raven now unloading with forearms and kicks. Yes, I've heard of Jimmy Havoc. Aisha Raymond straight up that ladder. Maggie May quick though, pushes it from underneath her, and there Raven delivers an electric chair drop there. Maggie May gets a hold of Jacqueline, but Jacqueline counters. No, leg trip there from Maggie May, going into the arm breaker now. Spinning neck breaker from Aisha Raymond. Aisha Raymond sees her partner in trouble and comes running in with a knee strike. Whips Maggie May into Jacqueline. Maggie May whips Aisha Raymond across the ring, but it's a ladder to the back and a ladder shot to the head from Jacqueline. Aisha Raymond up to that mid rope. Body splash takes out the ladder and her partner though. Yeah, I saw you'd like that one there, Raven. Stomp to the small of the back there from Raven on Jacqueline. Goes up to the mid rope, misses with the body splash though. Maggie May, ladder in hand, cracks Jacqueline and again, and a third time. But Jacqueline still standing on her feet. Wheelbarrow facebuster there from Raven to Jacqueline, and Jacqueline rolls out the ring to recover. Maggie May and Raven in the ring with Aisha Raymond. Aisha Raymond fighting to her feet. Eats a ladder shot to the back. All in good time, Brandon. All in good time. Raven clocks Jacqueline there with the ladder. Waits for her to get to her feet. Backslide pile driver there. Maggie May eats an elbow from Aisha Raymond and a heavy left right hand. Scoops her up. Slams her down into the mat. Now turns her attention to Raven. Raven, kick to the head of Jacqueline. It's the Enchanted Crush. I do apologise, Raven. Aisha Raymond at the top of the ladder. Maggie May just on the outside watching. Now Raven and Maggie May turn their attention to Aisha Raymond at the top of the ladder. Aisha falling down to the floor. Raven now title belt in hand. Jacqueline. Strike to the back of Raven and again. Maggie May dealing with Aisha Raymond though. Jacqueline still trying to take away Raven from those belts. Aisha Raymond pushes. Raven lands on her feet. What a bit of Lucha Underground or just general Mexican wrestling in itself, Brandon. Heavy strikes there. Raven, don't lie. You love someone slapping your ass. Forearm across the back there from Raven. Fireman's carry takedown by Raven. Going to work on Jacqueline. Maggie May still working with Aisha Raymond. Tosses her out to the floor. Heavy right hand. German suplex there from Raven, who now climbs that ladder trying to get that belt. Maggie May turns her attention to Jacqueline inside the ring. Stands her up, and there we have it. The Dreamcatchers have picked up the victory and have won the belts. Dreamcatchers going all the way tonight. There we see Maggie May raining down shots on Aisha Raymond. Raven and Maggie May doing what it takes to get the victory here and to walk away the first ever women's tag team champions. And there we see Raven, top of that ladder, belt in hand. Your first ever women's tag team champions. Talking of first evers, we're going to move on to the first ever King of the North Championship. This is going to be an Elimination Chamber match. 6 men go in. 1 comes out, the champ. And these 6 men have been picked as the Punisher. We'll pick random attire, random entrance time. Teddy Jenkins. Not only Teddy, but we go with Kevin Stevens. Blade Charge. And last but not least, where are we? There it is. The King of the North Championship. I know it's going to glitch out when we get into the ring. But these 6 men are going to fight to be the first ever King of the North. Yeah, I'm sure you won't find people that won't want to join you in there, Raven. So distracted by a message I got. Ah, Pete's gone live now as well. Okay. TJ rooting for Blade. We've got, he likes to call himself the gimmick killer. Then we have Teddy Jenkins, Tyson Hunter, Blade, Kevin Stevens and the Punisher, all in this match. All fighting to be the first King of the North. Raven picking Kevin Stevens for the win. I thought she'd go for Teddy Jenkins personally because I know she likes him big and hairy. Just ask Yeti's BBC. For those of you who missed it, check out Yeti's show earlier on today. You'll see Raven coming down to the ring with the BBC. And I don't mean the British broadcasting. Promises, promises, Raven, promises, promises. And there you have it. The first man down to the ring is Teddy Jenkins. Teddy comes from Alabama. Second man to enter this chamber and get in position inside a pod. He's going to be none other than the Punisher. Punisher is 7 feet tall, 440 pounds. Comes from parts unknown, slowly making his way down to this metal structure here in Three Lions Wrestling. And here we go, into the ring. Gonna lock this 7-foot giant in a pod. Yeah, but you're thinking of a different kind of chamber, Raven, I know you. And here comes Raven's pick for the win. None other than Kevin Stevens. Kevin Stevens stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. He's 321 pounds and he fights out of Manchester, England. Raven, why would I want to get it out of the gutter? You have so much more fun when your mind's in the gutter than you do when you're all sweet and innocent. And look at the amount of people watching drop as I hear Pete Walls on the streaming. But hey ho, it's the way it goes. I can only stream now. So here I am. There we go, Kevin Stevens enters the chamber. Gets himself a position in the third pod. Thanks very much, Doug. Appreciate it. Now making his way down to the ring. He likes to call himself the gimmick killer. Bit ironic really, because a gimmick killer is, well, is it not a gimmick itself? But he's 6 feet 1. He weighs 252 pounds and he comes from Newcastle, England. Indeed they are marked caliber. Endurance and stamina do count for a lot in this type of match. So these four men lucky enough to be selected to be in a pod, but that means we're left with this man here, the giant from Scotland, Tyson Hunter, 7 feet tall, 470 pounds, comes away from Glasgow, Scotland. Bet you've said that before, Raven. But anyway, Tyson Hunter, our Scotsman. I'm sure he wants to be the King of the North. Indeed, Raven, indeed. Just a little one. There he is, looking at these men around the ring, locked in their cages, eyeing up Teddy Jenkins, staring down each and every one of these men. He even blows HT Gimmick Killer a little kiss, who looked a little bit pissed off with that. But hey, here comes the last man of the match, aka Blade Charge.
I think he's going to need a bit more in shadow boxing like that to get a victory here. Especially starting off against the behemoth, which is Tyson Hunter. My advice, Blade, is run, climb, do whatever you have to do to stay away from this man until the next man gets released from the pod. Stranger things have happened, Raven. Stranger things have happened. Brettick managed to win a elimination chamber, starting in as one of the first two competitors. So we're going to lock Blade, Charge and Tyson Hunter in a cage. Here we go. Blade Charge unleashing with a furious strikes there. Kick to the midsection. Elbow strike. Hangs him up on that bottom or mid rope, but too slow. Tyson Hunter. Spinning neck breaker there. Blade started out strong, but the power game of Tyson Hunter could come into play already. Tosses him across the ring. Good to know, TJ, good to know. Wipes him out there with the clothesline. Now raining down heavy shots to the head. Tyson Hunter unrelenting on Blade. In comes the count. I'm sure Blade's thankful for that. It might mean a little bit of relief for him. But who's the first man to join him in this match? And it is Teddy Jenkins, the man from Alabama. In he comes. Blade whipped into the corner. Teddy comes flying in there into the back of Tyson Hunter. Blade standing, gets caught by Teddy Jenkins, whipped into the corner, shoulder thrust into the lower back, pushes him into the turnbuckle, delivers a suplex, and Tyson Hunter follows up with a stomp to the small of the back. Tyson Hunter using those big legs of his to get into Teddy Jenkins quickly, fall away, slam there. Jenkins up to his feet. Nice and fresh for you in the sauna, Raven, is it? Or just nice and fresh in general? Next man into this match is, unfortunately for Raven, Kevin Stevens. Wasted no time getting into the ring. Tyson Hunter eats a sit-down powerbomb. Blade fighting back, forearm strike to Teddy Jenkins, belly to back, no. Teddy counters with a headbutt. One. Only a one count there for Blade. Blade safe for now. Pump handle slam looking. Body splash there. Teddy Jenkins down for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out on 2. Tyson Hunter eats an elbow from Teddy Jenkins. Double team from Teddy and Kevin Stevens. Raiding in shots to the midsection of Tyson Hunter. German suplex there from Kevin Stevens. And the next man in is going to be none other than the gimmick killer himself. Arm drag takedown by Stevens. Forearm to the back of the neck of Tyson Hunter. The gimmick killer going after Teddy. Delivers a neck backbreaker there. Kevin Stevens and Blade fighting on the outside. All 5 men now. Teddy slips through. Big forearm. Down to the last 2. 1. And in comes the last man, the Punisher. Kevin Stevens and Punisher enter to the ring while all the rest of them fight on the outside. Taken down is the Punisher by Kevin Stevens. Snapmare takedown. Blade looks to go after Teddy Jenkins. Tyson Hunter down for the pin. 1, 2, and the Gimmick Killer kicks out. Teddy Jenkins eats a gut buster, and that's a lot of gut to be busted. Fireman's carry takedown there by Blade on Teddy Jenkins. Kevin Stevens working on that shoulder joint of the Punisher. Jenkins slips through, delivers a DDT there to Blade. The Gimmick Killer with a lumbar check. Hooks the leg for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out on 2 there by Tyson Hunter. Blade is up, but Blade fights back. A code breaker there from the Gimmick Killer to Tyson Hunter. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Tyson Hunter at 2. Blade and Tyson Hunter, the first 2 men in this match, still going strong. Blade sets up Teddy Jenkins. Teddy slips through, delivers a kick to the back of the leg. Military press into a power slam there from Tyson Hunter to the Gimmick Killer on the outside, and a big headbutt drops the man to these knees. Tyson Hunter back into the ring. Someone killed the ref. Punisher eats a big kick, pump handle. Slam there from Tyson Hunter. Blade has Teddy Jenkins in the Boston Crab, but Teddy Jenkins slips through. Kevin Stevens tosses HT out to the outside. Torture rack there from Kevin Stevens on Blade. Is he going to tap out here? Big right hand there. No, he doesn't tap out. He's still in the match. Tyson Hunter though goes down for the pin, but it's broken up. Jawbreaker there from Teddy Jenkins. Punisher has the Gimmick Killer up. Backbreaker from Blade. Punisher dumps the Gimmick Killer to the outside. 2 count there from Teddy Jenkins on Kevin Stevens. Big boot to the back. Punisher down on Kevin Stevens for the pin. Only a 1 count. Spinning neck breaker coming from Teddy Jenkins. No, the forearm to the back of the head. Tosses him into the ring post. Forearm again. Has him up. Choke slam from the Punisher. Sit down power bomb from Teddy Jenkins. Power bomb from Tyson Hunter, but Punisher down for the count first. Only a 2 count. Boston Crab now from Tyson Hunter to Blade charge. The first 2 men in this match. But no, Blade has carried on. Teddy Jenkins climbing the cage like King Kong. Drops with a body splash and misses. The Gimmick Killer gets out of the way just in time. Punisher looking for the heart stopper. Drops Kevin Stevens down to the floor. Hooks the leg for the pin. 1, 2, and a 2 count. Gimmick Killer down for the count. 2 count there as well. German suplex from Kevin Stevens, but he holds on. Delivers a second. A pile driver there from Blade on Tyson Hunter. Down for the pin. 1, 2, and a 2 count still. Gimmick Killer pins Teddy Jenkins on the outside. And the referee's taken out there by Punisher, dumping Kevin Stevens on his head. Somebody get me a new referee, this one's broken. The Gimmick Killer climbing the cage now. Teddy Jenkins laid out on the outside. Misses with the body splash. Kevin Stevens waiting for the Punisher to get to his feet, has him up. And Tyson Hunter eliminated by Blade. Torture rack by Kevin Stevens on the Punisher. Alabama slammer there from Teddy Jenkins. Punisher still in it. Choke suplex there from Teddy Jenkins, who whips blade charge into that pod. Punisher now going down for the count. Thank you, Mark Calabar, for the stat there. 9 minutes 11 for the first elimination. Ripcord lariat there from Teddy Jenkins on Blade. Takes him clean off his feet. And it looks like we're about to get the ring hokey cokey here. In out, Punisher and Teddy Jenkins swapping. But Punisher caught there by HT. Teddy dodges Gimmick Killer's attempts. Tosses him into the pod yet again. And again bouncing his head off that pod. Blade charge has him up. But Kevin Stevens fighting back with the elbow strikes and eats a right hand there from the Punisher. Teddy Jenkins is bouncing the head of the Gimmick Killer off that pod over and over and over again. Punisher whipped into the corner. Blade charge looks to be setting him up on that top turnbuckle. Teddy Jenkins now tossed into the ring. Punisher fights back. Blade out cold. The Gimmick Killer gets in the way, takes it away, and Punisher falls to the floor. Power bomb onto the steel on the outside of the ring there. 3 suplexes there, German suplexes from Kevin Stevens to Teddy Jenkins. And the Gimmick Killer has been busted open by Blade. Torture rack on Teddy Jenkins by Kevin Stevens. And we have a second elimination. Teddy Jenkins out of the match. That's Raven happy. 11 minutes 25 for the second elimination. Float over DDT there by the Gimmick Killer, who goes a climbing yet again. Blade waiting for the Punisher. Whispers in his ear. Hooks for leg. 1, 2. And a kick out on 2. The Punisher still in this match. Blade now focuses on Kevin Stevens. Drops the leg across the chest. Tosses him into the ring. Raven's not going to be too happy if this man here gets eliminated. Blade taken down with the arm drag takedown. 2 count on Punisher. Blade has a hold of Kevin Stevens, tosses him to the outside. The Gimmick Killer goes up to the mid rope, waits for the Punisher to get to his feet. Misses with the axe handle. Tosses the Punisher into the corner though. Kick to the midsection. Stomping a hole in his chest. Blade has Kevin Stevens leant up against the chamber. Bounces his head off and busts him open. And what's the Gimmick Killer going for here? I think we're about to see a coast to coast. And we have a coast to coast there from the Gimmick Killer. Drop kick to the chest of the Punisher all the way across the ring. Drags him back into the centre. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And only a 2 count. Still not enough to put the man away. Gimmick Killer up on Blade's shoulders. No. Slips through. Delivers a neck breaker. Now he stalks Blade. Waiting for him to get to his feet. Delivers the code breaker. Or should we call it the Gimmick Killer? 1, 2, 3, and sorry Blade, but no cigar today. You were the 3rd elimination in this match. One of these 3 men here is going to be the first ever King of the North. Kevin Stevenson in at 13 minutes 43 seconds.
He should have done, Brandon, indeed, but he didn't. Kevin Stevens dropped on that top turnbuckle. We have two men bleeding from their head. And I think we're going to see it one more time. The gimmick killer's going to fly. And Kevin Stevens, you're in the landing zone. Here it comes. The coast to coast. Drags him into the ring. Hooks for leg. 1, 2. And still Kevin Stevens kicks out. Punisher signalling in the end. Gimmick killer waiting for him to get up to his feet. And there it is, the gimmick killer. Punisher though snipes in with the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out just before the 3. Kevin Stevens still holding on. Blood pouring from his head. He's up. Last ride powerbomb there. Kevin Stevens though managing to kick away the legs of Punisher. Breaking away for just a moment. Whipped into the corner. Fights his way free. Blood pouring down his head now. Whipped into the gimmick killer himself. Punisher gets caught in that Kimura lock. And the Punisher taps out. Kevin Stevens still in this match. Kevin Stevens versus the gimmick killer with a neck breaker. Down for the pin. 1, 2. And Kevin Stevens kicks out both of these men bleeding for this belt. 15 minutes 49 seconds and the Punisher was eliminated by a tap out. The Kimura lock there from Kevin Stevens. Attacking the knee now is the gimmick killer. Picks his man up. Double axe handle misses. Right hand there from Kevin Stevens. Catches him on the jaw. Hangs him up with a hot shot. In the turnbuckle. Kick to the chest. Kevin Stevens, can you get the job done here? Unloading with combination strikes now. Drops him to the floor. Could this be the end? Torture rack. No, the gimmick killer slips free. Kick to the midsection though by Kevin Stevens. Fireman's carry, takedown. Both of these men from the north of England. But which one of them is going to take away that belt? The gimmick killer up to the mid rope. Fish drop to that already bloodied head of Kevin Stevens. Down for the pin. 1, 2. And only a 2 count there. Still not enough away to put this man. Whipped into the corner. Kevin Stevens now. Sits up on that top turnbuckle. Fights his way free though. Kevin Stevens flying through the air with a shoulder block takedown. Stomp to the stomach. Picks him up to his feet. Whipped into the corner now is the gimmick killer. Kevin Stevens though eats a DDT as the gimmick killer fights his way free. And it looks like he's going to finish things here. There it is, the gimmick killer itself. Down for the pin, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and 3. The gimmick killer picks up the victory here. And our first ever champion is the gimmick killer himself, HT.
Sorry Raven, you can't have it your own way every time. But there he is, blood pouring down his head. Thank you very much 2K for the glitchy belts as soon as you do a 6-man match inside a cage. But that leaves us with just one more match to go. We've crowned 2 champions here tonight. The Dreamcatchers and the King of the North there, the Gimmick Killer. But we have just one last match to determine our number 1 contender. For those of you in the group chat, you would know this was supposed to be a triple threat, but thanks to some actions of some individuals, Pretty Boy Deuce was attacked at the hotel during check-in, and he has been taken away and told by the doctors he is not fit to fight. So we go 1-on-1. For this last match of the night. And it's Brettick being accompanied down to the ring by Victor Mason. And the Covenant hasn't had a very good night so far. And we have Brandon Ace being accompanied down by Sadie Gibbs. Like I said, this is the main event for the number 1 contendership for the heavyweight title. Current champion Alexander Ross watching this one from out back. And if you bear with me 2 seconds, my fruit needs a little bit of lubrication. And I'm back. So we have 2 people going for Brettick. TJ going for Brandon Williams. Blaze. But here we go. The Vermilion Coven coming down to the ring. Ha 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 ha. Very funny, Aven. Very, very funny. Being led down to the ring by Victor Mason is that man there, Brettick, fighting for the number 1 contendership here. Brettick been put under the influence of Victor Mason since he had his force feed of Victor's blood. Raven, I know what you're after. You're being put over my knee. And here we go, Victor Mason in full control here of Brettick and the ladies earlier on tonight, who the Dreamcatchers, your new women's tag team champions, eliminated earlier on. Brettick going to have better luck now? Uh-oh, Raven. TJ's got a question for you. Holy shit. So Raven, when are you going to give in and give Ulmarwolf hashtag Griffins? And coming down to the ring now, a member of the elite athletes, Brandon Ace, and he's been accompanied down to the ring by Sadie Gibbs. Sadie Gibbs, your current #1 contender of the women's division, singles competition that is. Brandon Ace fighting to be the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champions #1 contender. I thought my question was pretty good, Raven, to be honest. TJ, I'd love to have her too. Brettick versus Brandon Ace, here we go. And Brettick straight in there with the DDT, dropping Brandon Ace on his skull. Picked up now to his feet, uppercut there. And Brandon Ace kicks out even before the one. Surely Brettick didn't think that was going to be enough. Whipped into the corner now is Ace. No, into the ropes. He can't help you, Raven. Brandon Ace drags Brettick to the centre of the ring. Looks to stalk Brettick as he gets to his feet. Turns him round. Knee strike. Lariat. Takes Brettick off his feet and he rolls to the outside to gather himself as Brandon Ace shows off in the corner. Cool, calm and collected. Russian leg sweep there as Brettick gets back into the ring. Victor Mason watching on. Knee strike to the side of the head by Brandon Ace. Brandon now whips Brettick into the ropes. Misses with a drop kick. Brettick stepping to one side but blocks the strike and delivers one of his own. Scoops him up but Brettick slips through. Kick to the back of the leg. Body strikes now from Brettick. Victor Mason looking pleased, clapping his man on. Brettick calling for Brandon Ace to get up. Bring it on. And up he gets. Straight in with a knee strike to the midsection. And a spinning lariat there, taking Brettick down, but he sits straight back up. Rib breaker there from Brandon Ace. Now he climbs up to that mid rope. Diving senton. Just about catches Brettick as he's trying to get to his feet. Blocks for super kick. Delivers an elbow strike to the knee. Back and forth between these two men so far. Pump handle. Neck breaker there. Scoops him up but Brettick slips through. Forearm across the shoulders. Brandon Ace comes fighting back. Tosses him across the ring. Ripping across the face there is Brandon Ace. Brettick slips out though. Has him in the corner. Unleashing heavy right hands to the head of Brandon Ace and a stomp to the chest. And again. Choking the man now. Don't get up, Brandon Ace. It's bad news. Brettick's waiting for you. He scoops you up into the tombstone. Folds the arms over and into the pin. And too close to the ropes. And Brettick once again signals the end, cutting his own throat. But Brandon Ace sweeps the legs from underneath him.
And a rib breaker yet again there from Brandon Ace. Scoops Bredig up into the brainbuster, or as he likes to call it, the athlete driver, I believe. Stomp across the face. Knee strike to the side of the head by Brandon Ace. Picks him up yet again. Inseguri. Bredig eats a knee strike to the midsection. Spinning lariat yet again. Takes the man off his feet. Folds him up almost. Kick to the midsection by Brandon Ace. Pump handle. Gut buster there. Brandon Ace getting himself hyped up there. Rolling the shoulders. Getting ready. Comes in and bounces the head of Bredig off the mat. Punch to the midsection yet again. Scoops him up. Drops him with a hip breaker there. Bredig in control again. Backs up into the corner. Neck breaker there from Brandon Ace. Brandon Ace showing what he's really made of here. Arm drag takedown there by Bredig. Seemed to counter whatever Brandon Ace had in stall for him. Clothesline dumps the man to the outside. Bredig telling the referee, get on with it, get the damn count started. Stomps to the knee. And again to the midsection. Picks Brandon Ace up on the outside here. Running STO there. Picks him up yet again. What's he got in mind this time? Tosses him up the ramp. Double axe handle to the stomach. Elbow drop across the forehead. Referee still counting on. Whip down to the ring is Bredig and in. Brandon Ace gives chase. Bredig counters with the elbow strike. Wraps the wrist up. Brandon Ace looks to counter. Arm drag takedown there. What a move there by Brandon Ace to escape whatever Bredig had in store for him. Military press. Standing moonsault into the pin. No, decides not to go with the pin. Handspring, moonsault. Victor Mason distracting the referee, but not for long enough. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Brandon Ace thought he'd finished the match there. Bredig now up to his feet. Victor Mason distracting Brandon Ace. Takes his eye off Bredig and eats a neck breaker through his troubles. Bredig watching as Brandon Ace climbs to his feet. Scoops him up. Delivers with a tombstone pile driver in the corner. Too close to the ropes yet again. But not finished with the man yet. Scoops him up one more time. And again drops him on his head. If Brandon Ace isn't 2 inches shorter by the end of this match, I don't know what he will be. Because surely his neck's been shortened each and every time. Brandon Ace's turn. But Bredig counters one more time. Throat punch. Poison mist to the hands of Bredig. Grabs him by the eyes. That poison claw now. STO. 1, 2, and 3. And Bredig picks up the victory over Brandon Ace. And Bredig recovers for the Vermilion Covenant tonight, picking up this victory over Brandon Ace. As you can see, Brandon Ace isn't too happy with what's going on there. But there's your winner of this match. And your new #1 contender. Bretic. Brandon Ace rolled out on the wrong side of the ring there. Bretic dropping to his knees. But I'm getting words, there's a kerfuffle at the back. Someone's trying to get into the arena. I'm hearing someone's trying to break into the arena. That's unusual. Normally we've got people trying to break out. It seems like they've got through security. And they're making their way down to the ring. That can't be right, surely. You've managed to contain it. Thank you very much, Mark Caliber, for turning up and watching my show. Much appreciated. Here, someone has managed to break through security and is making their way down to the ring. Victor Mason has vanished from the ring, leaving just these two men now. It can't be, surely. It is, I'm confirmed, but Pretty Boy Deuce has managed to break into the arena, fight his way through security and is making his way down to the ring right now. And it seems like he's not too happy with what's been going on. He was supposed to be in this match tonight versus both Brandon Ace and Bretic. But the doctors signed him out, he wasn't supposed to be here. As you can see, Pretty Boy Deuce taped up, protective mask, and it even looks like he's got some broken fingers there. Referee just standing there watching, but it looks like they've turned this into a match after the show's gone off. Bretic is going after that busted cheekbone of Pretty Boy Deuce. And of course the Pretty Boy himself couldn't just have any ordinary protective face mask, could he? Oh, Raven, he's proper strapped up. Look at him. Busted cheekbone, busted ribs, broken fingers. What is he playing at? Why would you go for that move with your ribs all taped up like that and your shoulder? Protective face mask on, all glittered up though. I bet that took a little bit of customizing. Pretty Boy Deuce off to the crowd, showing off. Not happy with what this man here. Head scissor takedown there. Stomp to the small of the back. Bretic already gone through a match with Brandon Ace, being left down to the ring to fend for himself because Victor Mason has run off. We've seen these two go out backstage in a brawl before. Whipped into the ropes as the Deuce misses with the big boot. Shoulder takedown there to the back of the leg of Bretic. Pretty Boy whips him into the ropes. Collides in the centre of the ring, but Bretic quicker to react. Grabs him by the head.
Pretty Boy fights back with that taped up elbow of his. Ducks under, tosses him over his shoulder. Misses with the kick. Breddick comes in with a running DDT. Signalling in the end is Breddick. I feel bad for Pretty Boy Deuce. Grabbed by the throat and it looks like he's going for a ride, and a choke slam delivered by Breddick. But he's not finished there. Scoops him up. But Pretty Boy Deuce counters and delivers a tombstone of his own. Giving Breddick a taste of his own medicine. And there's the bangarang. Down, hooks for leg. Referee going for a count. Just a 2 count. Shoulder block tape down. Elbow drop across the face of Pretty Boy Deuce. And again attacking those taped up ribs. And a kick out on 1. Double axe handle again to those ribs. Every time they must take an impact or make a movement, he must be in agony. Breddick rolled into the outside, thinking he's safe. Big right hand drops Breddick to the floor. Leg drop across the throat there. Fireman's carry takedown. Again, sent for a ride with a choke slam. Hooks for leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Breddick watches Pretty Boy Deuce climb to his feet, scoops him up. I think that's it. It's got to be all over here. There's no way Pretty Boy Deuce can kick out of this. 1, 2, and he has. He's managed to kick out. Pretty Boy Deuce putting up one hell of a fight here, considering how badly he's taped up. But Pretty Boy Deuce fights back and delivers a bangarang. Hooks for leg. 1, 2, and Breddick kicks out. He's lasted a damn lot longer than I thought he would, Raven. Backdrop there, throws him over his shoulders, landing on those bruised ribs. And again a double axe handle. Every attack seems to be going after those injured ribs or busted open face. Kick to the midsection, DDT, driving that faceplate into the mat. Poison mist into the eyes, heavy right hand. Tosses him into the ropes. That's it. No way can he kick out from this. And he has. That man should know when to quit. Take the L. Save your body. Fall away slam. And here it comes one more time, the tombstone pile driver. Driving that neck into the ring.
and too close to the ropes. Bredick looking still relatively fresh. Scoops him up once again, but Pretty Boy slips through and delivers a neck breaker. You must be right there, Raven. But surely he's not going to go flying from here to the man on the floor. He is. Elbow drop. And as we already know, I'm too cheap to pay for Matt, so that's proper concrete he's just landed on with those busted open ribs. Stomp to the lower back by Pretty Boy. Looks like he's going for a monkey toss. Referees count up to 5 now. Tossed into the ring. Up on the shoulders. Hot shot. Look at those hands right in the face of Pretty Boy, pressing down on those busted open cheeks, those busted cheekbones. That protective face mask is supposed to be helping. Ribs stomped upon. Now Bredick going up, adding insult to injury. Are we going to drop an elbow drop? No, he's waiting for him to get to his feet. And Pretty Boy catches in him and dumps him straight over his shoulders. Arm lock. Wrenching it round and looks to break the arm. Stomp to the lower back. Pretty Boy going up himself now. Body on the line with the headbutt. Diving headbutt there. Referee down for the count. 1, 2. And a kick out on 2. Pretty Boy was convinced he'd got the victory there. Bredick fighting back, punching away at the faceplate. Backdrop there. Hip breaker. Working over those ribs, that face, all the injured parts of the body. In comes again that tombstone pile driver. Too close to the ropes once again. The ropes delaying the inedible. Cranking round on that neck now. Bredick, no mercy here to Pretty Boy Deuce. Punch to the midsection. Heavy right hand to the head. Snapmare takedown. He's going to need more than a new set of ribs. I think we might have to transfer his body. We'll give him Kevin Stevens. Oh no, Kevin Stevens lost. We'll give him... I don't know. Going after that arm. Down now for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out on 2. I thought he just about sneaked the victory there. Bredick pissed off with that stiff kick to the back. But he eats a kick to the midsection. Pretty Boy has him up. Hangs his head up on that top turnbuckle. Bredick looks to have blocked that stomp to the chest. No. Gets through. Stomp to the back of the head. Picks him up to his feet. Backdrop there. Once again. Pretty Boy Deuce pulls him to the centre of the ring. Butterfly suplex. Kicks out. Up to his feet. Whips him into the corner. Up on that top turnbuckle. Bredick fights back. Flies through the air with a double axe handle, but eats a punch to the midsection. Pretty boy Deuce looking rather pleased with himself there. Finish there, man. Stomping away now at the back. Bredick rolls out of the way. Has him up on his shoulders. Pretty boy fights back with elbow strikes to the head. Suplex 1, 2, and a kick out on 2. Once again, Pretty boy putting his body on the line. Diving headbutt there to the chest. As you can see, it took a lot out of him there because he dropped to one knee, so they're getting straight up to his feet. Down for the pin now. 1, 2, 3, and Pretty boy Deuce picks up the victory over Bredick. Injured ribs and head and all. There we see Pretty boy counted for Tombstone, had delivered one of his own, the Bangarang. But there was a Tombstone pile driver. Indeed you will, Brandon. Or Brandon Ace. You'll get back up there. You are currently number 2 in the rankings, sitting behind Bredick. That man there was just out for revenge. But this is the end of episode 5. Thank you for watching. Thanks for everyone that turned up. Appreciate it. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you for taking the time out and watching this on the replay. As you see, we've crowned ourselves some new champions. Daniel Dino, King Joker, TJ, all making their new debuts. If you want to get in touch with me and tell me which belt you are after, whether you want to go after the Heavyweight Intercontinental Championship or the King of the North tournament, or championship belt should I say. We have new women's tag team champions, the Dreamcatchers. I'm sure the women's tag team division is going to heat up, as well as the singles, to get some more people involved. There is no telling what other belts will be coming our way. But as always, thanks, much love, nice to see you, nice. I'm out.